actually made me think of this because I walked in to my and my brother was watching old game shows on one of the game show networks or Buzzer or whatever. I don't know what the network's called, but he's watching old Match Game episodes. And if you're not familiar with the Match Game, they basically say something and you have to guess the answer, but there's celebrities there who also guess the answer, and your answer has to match theirs. So they said something about, oh God, what was it? I had it all in my head. I was just going to say it. But basically, the host said, like something like to the effect of like a bunch of Chinamen. You can't get away with that. The next thing was something, if someone did this, a man, if he did this and he turned down these women, what would you, so basically, like, what would you think he was? And they said, fag, queer, homo, all this other stuff. It was from the 70s, but it's like, we're watching this, is like, there's no freaking way you could get away with any of this.
Oh,
I don't like any of those terms. I was just quoting, just so you know.
Absolutely.
Just, you could get away with that stuff in 1970s, early 1980s TV shows. Or Alex Trebek. Remember he had another show? He did Jeopardy at night. You didn't see Jeopardy at night, but he did Classic Concentration during the day. And he was like, he would hit on every other woman that was on the show and like put his hand on their shoulder and like, he's like,
hey, daily double.
You're a pretty good looking girl and blah, blah, blah. Like, you could not get away with it. He was like, he was totally Weinsteining her.
Yeah,
getting ready.
Yeah, the thing is, like, back then, it's like, I kind of want a hybrid of back then and now, because I don't want it to go full back then, because that was over the top and people are treating it bad. But it's gone bad the other way now, so I want like a middle ground.
Some kind of middle ground.
I want you to be able to like flirt with a girl a little bit and everything would be cool, but you can't do the grab ass thing. I don't want that back necessarily.
No, we don't want sexual assault.
Yeah, but you want like
little
be able to, like,
tongue-in-cheek innuendo and stuff like that. That's fine.
Yeah, because even me, like, I'll have like it still happens, like a coworker that's a woman or whatever will come in, and all of a sudden they're dressed like great and look phenomenal, and you don't be like, holy shit, you look phenomenal, but like you don't want to like, you're like,
usually you look terrible.
Yeah, but like, hello, how you doing? How you doing, Caitlin? Hi. And you're just like, you can't say nothing now. Like, you just go into your coffee. You can't be like, my God, look at you.
I agree. I think
because like the tribal part of your brain is like, man, look at that ass.
Yeah,
like
it's just.
But you're gonna be, like, all right, I'm just going to the coffee machine here and just don't rub against me. Don't. I know this is a tight court. Like,
no one's condoning sexually assaulting people and stuff. We're just saying. It's one of the only things
noticing hotness is not wrong. God damn it! But you notice it.
I was if something, and this isn't me. This is Jerry Seinfeld said. It's one of the only things I've ever agreed with Jerry Seinfeld on because I don't think he's great. But he said if something's funny, even if it's offensive, no matter what, if something's funny, it's funny.
Absolutely.
If you're offending someone. You might be offending this guy, but these 50 people here are laughing their asses off. If something is funny, it's funny. That doesn't mean you have to be offensive. Don't necessarily automatically go for the offensive thing for the shock value, but no matter what, if it's funny, it's funny. It's one of the only things I ever got from him that I actually liked.
Yeah, it's true because it's like there's things that I hear that are offensive to me personally.
Yeah.
But I can acknowledge that, oh my God, that was actually pretty
If you're
good.
hanging out with your buddies and you guys are just ripping on each other, they're going to say offensive stuff. It's still funny. You might not think it's funny at the time, but it's still funny.
Yeah, it's like, you got me pretty good,
Yeah.
Well, another thing, too, like I watched it, like I got on a kick where I was watching on YouTube the old Johnny Carson stuff.
Oh, God, yeah.
And everybody, like in those old shows, just smoked.
Oh, all the time.
Everybody smoked. They're sitting there smoking. They could have a child actor sitting there.
And they're smoking right in front of
They're smoking in front of the kid.
Yep.
And like the kid could be, he could be little Corey Feldman when he was 7.
Yep.
And they're smoking in front of him, like just drowning him in it. It's like,
you want to take it a step further. They used to do the Dean Martin roasts where they would, every year Dean Martin and the group of the Friars Club and stuff would roast one person. And they would smoke and they were drinking. No matter, and it was on TV and they were showing this stuff. They're smoking and drinking and getting drunk on TV and just ripping on each other.
Yeah. But back then, like,
and that wasn't even on cable. They didn't have, it was on network television.
They would do those roasts, and it would be like a roast of like Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
I saw him get roasted.
Yeah.
Think about like Trump or any of these modern politicians. Like, all right, yeah, you're just roasting me, you know, like, and just taking it, you know.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, I saw one where like Reagan got roasted by like Dean Martin and all
Don
these guys.
Rickles and
Then he grabs a mic and he starts fucking them up.
yeah.
And it's like, wow, things were like
So
really
much
cool back then.
And I don't think he was president yet at that point, but he was definitely
the governor or
Yeah,
something.
I think he was definitely the governor
He
at
was
that point.
old as shit, so he had to be the governor at least.
Yeah, because I think he became governor in like 72 or 74 or something like that. So he's probably definitely the governor. But there's just smoking, getting wasted, making fun of each other. Obviously, they didn't swear or anything because it was on TV.
Talking about, hey, you need to get a little thinner there, you ladies.
Yeah.
You know, like stuff like
just
that.
stuff you couldn't get away with. But now everybody's just, you know, it's just too sensitive.